What's up, guys? We're back with an all-new season of MCTV Studio A. We have some brand new segments, new people we're excited to show you, same old me. Ben's gone in Italy, I'm back from the city. I'm so happy to be here living it up in the Hudson Valley. There's no better way to do it than get in that river. We're doing it. Ah! It starts now.
Welcome to Studio A, MCTV's original variety show. John Osborne, Eliza Grotta, Juliana Zadaran, Teresa Romanis, Raphael Beretta, John Monzo, Nora Prose, Tony Cabral, tonight's musical guest, and our featured guest for this evening. Now welcome your host, John Osborne.
Hello, and welcome back to our 4th season of Studio A. And a happy Yom Kippur to all our viewers. It's the holiest day of the year in Judaism. I don't know, I feel like something had to be said. We tend to gloss right over all the Jewish holidays on this program, but we fully embrace the theme for everything else. Had to come out there. Anyway, if you're wondering how prepared I was to open the show tonight, out of everything I could have think of, I landed on wishing everyone a happy Yom Kippur. But that's okay, because I am thrilled to be back in the studio after a brief hiatus last semester while I was studying in Manhattan. I feel really lucky to run out and hit a big Ed McMahon hi-oh and be a part of this amazing cast and crew of characters. While a boy can dream, this year is most likely my last chance to act as a host on a show like this. So bring on any and everything. I want to go through what all the greats over the decades of late night television have. Maybe I'll get to experience the thrill of a Letterman and Joaquin Phoenix moment during an interview, and I'll just have to deal with some wildcard student giving me radio silence. Or who knows, maybe our panelists could pull a Tom Cruise and start jumping on the table and get all wild. I gotta be ready for these kind of variables. So, some of our guests coming on the show later tonight are experts when it comes to dealing with the unpredictable. So maybe they can come out and teach me a thing or two on how to improv with one of their exercises. Please welcome the Humarists.
Hello. There we go. Cool. Hello. So we're the Humarists. We're going to be playing a game
called Thunderdome. And what it is there's going to be 2 people up in the front, and they're going to be going about a scene, and then one of them or somebody on the back line is going to clap when they want to jump into the scene, and then we freeze like in place. And say Lauren came over here and tapped me out, my character would be out, but Pete's character would be the same person, and she comes in as like a whole new character. So we always start off by placing them in weird positions, so if we can start off with that.
Make sure that they get my sweat stains.
I don't want to be this close to Pete right now.
Okay,
Cramp
that's
my
looking
foot.
good.
Real nice.
That's nice. Okay, so now if we could just get a call word, just any word, not a food.
Who's got a call word?
Anybody?
Anyone back there?
Golf cart.
Golf cart?
Sweet.
Golf cart.
I told you shouldn't have taken me on this mini go-kart trip.
I'm sorry.
I can't even fit in the cart.
I know. And then
I can get a leg in.
You can get a leg in. All right. Well, I mean, you know, this is good enough. This is fine. Just no. You gotta sit a little.
Ma'am, I saw you were dual wielding the go-karts on your feet.
I was.
I have a much better option. Rollerblades.
Oh my God, why didn't I think of this earlier? This is so much easier.
It's like little cars for your feet.
Oh my God, it really
And you just
is.
wow, you're really good at that.
Aren't I?
Is this your first time using those?
Yeah, it is actually. I used to do the 4-wheel.
Tommy, you've been working here for 50 years, and you've only sold 1 pair of rollerblades.
Listen, man, I like to find my customer and really zone in on them. I've been watching that girl for years.
That's why you're getting in a promotion.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Sir, you're under arrest.
What?
You've been
What?
watching that woman for
Yeah,
years.
I had to
years.
I had to make a sale,
You've
dude.
been outside her home in the bushes. It's disgusting.
Yeah, well,
Good, I'm glad you're finally behind bars where you belong, watching me. I saw how many pictures you had of me drinking tea.
so what?
Hey man, what brings you in here?
I was just trying to sell some rollerblades.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
They got me, man. They got me good.
I killed like 4 people.
How you doing in there? Good?
All right. The water's kind of hot.
Yeah.
I dropped my soap.
Listen. I'm not supposed to be friends with you.
Okay.
As a guard, it's kind of hard to get around this jail.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I'm interested in a pair of rollerblades.
I'll tell you if you pick up my soap over here. Scrub my back. Come on, dude. I'm still locked up.
Well, Tommy, I'm doing you another favor.
Get me out of jail, boss.
I was giving you these rollerblades.
Oh.
It may or may not have a file in it.
Okay. All right. Well, can't you just like get me out or something?
I mean, with the prison guards watching, it would be a little hard.
Or can't you just?
So I've been using this nail file I found.
Yeah.
And it's really working. It's keeping my cuticles like really like. What are you doing?
Keep doing it.
I got you.
Ugh. Wow, they did not take those off of me like at all.
I know.
I've been wearing those for a week now.
Could you still bring your hands over here though?
Oh.
Yeah. Let me
Oh, wow,
finish up the
dude.
job for you.
Thank you so much.
This is very important.
I haven't had this done in weeks.
Even in jail.
Bob,
Yeah.
I was breaking coal all day.
Yeah.
I need a foot massage, dude.
You need a foot massage?
I'm dying right now, man.
Absolutely. All right. Well, put one
Here you
foot
go.
right up here. Oh my God! These toes are gross.
Dude.
You need a pedicure. What are you doing?
It was all day, man. I was working.
All right. Well,
You
let
got
me
the
pull
best-
out my trusty nail file.
All right, enough of your break. Get back to work. Here's the hammer. Start smashing your toes up.
Do I have to, boss?
Talking about smashing toes up tonight. Unfortunately, that's all we have. Anyway.
We're just getting to the good part.
You're just getting to the good part. Anyway, thank you guys very much for coming on. We have 3 awesome dudes on our panel tonight, and I'll sit back down with the Humarists for an interview. We have a musical performance by the lovely Sirens, so sit tight, and we'll be right back after a quick commercial break. One more time for the Humarists, guys.
Yeah!
Woo!
Cool.
I fear no man. That thing, it scares me.
There's water inside all of us. I gotta get it out.
Welcome back to the show, and a truly historic moment for Studio A as we premiere our brand new panel to help out with tackling all things trending. We're coming back from a long summer break with a lot of movies to cover. Emmys were given out on Monday night, and the fall TV season is upon us, and we need to break down if these streaming service talk shows are the way of the future. That was a lot right there, so let's not waste another minute and get into it. And who better to help me unpack all of that on the panel with me tonight are Raphael Beretta, John, and Tony Cabral. All right, guys, let's get into it. So, how are we feeling about things coming out in this fall? Is anything particularly piquing anyone's interest?
I mean, I'm really excited to see Maniac. Jonah Hill and Emma Stone have great chemistry thus far, and Cary Fukunaga as a director. True Detective Season 1 was incredible. He's a visionary.
It's the only season you need to watch.
Yeah,
I think.
I would agree with that.
And I like that we haven't gotten a lot from the show so far. The trailers have seemed really vague, but more than anything, it seems like it's going to have a lot of style to it. Have you guys seen anything about Maniac coming out?
I haven't. So I don't know if I can really comment.
Comes out Friday. We can all watch it together.
We'll all watch it together, yeah.
Yeah.
Give you something to do on Friday night.
What about you, Tone? What's getting you all riled up?
For fall TV, or, the usual, the regulars, the stuff, the news, I do know what I'm looking to say. Alec Trebek grew a beard apparently for Jeopardy, which has nothing to do at all with fall television, but like
it's his last season.
Apparently it's his last season, so why not go out with a beard?
Yeah.
So yeah, I see you're doing the same thing, so I like it.
He can take mine. It's leaving tonight.
Oh yeah. So.
Any fun replacements for Trebek you'd like to see?
Betty White, because you can't really replace Alec Trebek. I know it'd be short-lived.
Just keep the senior citizen theme.
Yeah, exactly.
Kristen Shaw's shrill voice.
I would like that. Yeah.
For Jeopardy.
I think they should maybe rotate it until they find one that they like.
Yeah, I dig that.
I like that.
Steve Buscemi, the human cigarette. I think he'd be a great match for the show.
I'd smoke Steve. I like that. John, what was your favorite thing you've seen this summer in the theaters? What would you love to recommend to anybody?
I did not have any time to go see any movies this summer.
Absolutely nothing.
I saw Incredibles 2 and that was it.
It was good.
And I guess Deadpool 2.
It was epileptic-inducing, but it's okay. It was good. I loved Hereditary. That was my favorite thing from the summer, just purely from an emotional standpoint. It was a marathon to get through. You walked in feeling differently than you walked out differently than you walked in. So it's the point of cinema to me.
I can't say I loved Hereditary.
Yeah.
It was a truly heart-pumping experience. I would never want to relive that again.
Yeah.
Horrible. I can't believe you did it
That
twice.
should go on the DVD
Cannot
cover.
believe you did it twice.
I, for one, I thought BlacKkKlansman was awesome. Spike Lee, that was one hell of a flick that he did. I thought it was really cool how it was, not really cool, but I thought it was kind of symbolic how he made it right around the 1-year anniversary of what happened down in University of Virginia with the frat guys and the tiki torches. So it was just powerful, made you think. It was visually and conceptually masterpiece.
That event was the catalyst for doing the movie in the first place. I saw in an interview. He saw that all going on. He says, that's going to be the ending of a movie I will make. I know it hasn't been noted for being the most historically accurate thing out there, but I think I can roll with that. Rob, I think you brought up this great point to me. Inglourious Basterds isn't incredibly historically accurate, but I think it's his take on that period of time and what he's trying to say with those characters.
It's all about the
commentary
and the message that he's trying to propagate. It's not set out to be an accurate biopic of Ron Stallworth.
No, I don't think so either.
That last shot in the film was spectacular.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but it was pretty good. So,
Some really great docs from the summer. I loved Won't You Be My Neighbor. That got the tears going.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers. I grew up watching 1 or 2 Mr. Rogers things, but it was
good.
alright. Yeah, it was good.
I think you'll love the documentary then. All right, so that's all we have for film and TV right now. I'm glad we could get into what we did. In short, watch Mr. Rogers and avoid Hereditary. So anyway, we'll be right back with some hot takes on music after an interview with one of our favorite members of the Mayor's faculty.
Tonight we're sitting down with Dr. Daniel Ammernick. He was a former writer for the hit sitcom The Nanny, and he currently teaches screenwriting courses here at Marist College. Good evening, Dr. Ammernick. Thank you very much for coming here.
Well, thank you, and thank you, Raphael.
So, just to start, as a screenwriter, your most notable work was during your 1996 to 1999 tenure with the hit CBS situation comedy The Nanny.
Yes.
Could you paint for us a little picture, a brief vignette of what it was like to be in a writer's room in the late 90s?
There was a lot of food. What was really fun about that was that it was a very, it was unique because it was a very nurturing atmosphere, but it was, in terms of them, it was also very raucous, and it was fun, and everyone was very energized, and, you had a lot of characters in there. As much as I always liked, in high school and college to think that I was, maybe like the funny one in the group, compared to these characters on The Nanny, compared to that writing staff, I felt I was like the quiet, reserved one, because it was like you had these very, these great, I'll name check them because they were very nurturing, and they were really the ones who, along with Fran, helped kind of launch our career. But like Diane Wilk, who was one of the executive producers, and Frank Lombardi in particular, where there were these two, and they would just, no matter how late at night it was, you could always count on them to just do something funny, to pitch the right joke.
Are there any particular oddball ideas that stand out in your memory that were pitched in the room?
Oh gosh, there was just an episode that I wish we had done. It was something we were talking about for the final season. We were kind of pitching Married, when it was this after Fran and Maxwell were married, and we were pitching, and they called it, the tenant workshop was called The Full Maxwell off of The Full Monty, and I think the idea was that Fran, it was something where Fran had maybe taped, it wasn't a sex tape, she had taped him doing like a comedic bump and grind striptease, and then the tape gets mixed up with Gracie's school project, and they have to retrieve it. We were pitching that over the summer before that season started, and it never made it. But I think that one would have been really funny to see, because the way, again, Frank was really acting it out and pitching the hell out of it when he was doing that. So
that sounds hilarious.
Yeah, that's the one that comes to mind.
What were some of the particular advantages and pitfalls to working so closely with your brother in the writer's room?
Well, I was going to say the advantages were that we could carpool, but we didn't even do that because we were like living together and working together. It was like Lenny and Squiggy from Laverne and Shirley, just spending. I mean, the advantages. I'll have to get back to you on that. No, the disadvantages were. He's gonna kill. Sorry, Jay. The advantages were that actually when we were actually we could work, when we had a script assignment that we had to turn around, we could just, we didn't have to, there was no commuting, it was just, we lived in the apartment, we just go out in the living room and do that. The disadvantages were that we were just, driving each other nuts, and, being that, not that much older than you are now, and being that young and, immature, I guess, and it being our first job. So there was that, youthful, whatever, insouciance, or whatever, however you want to describe it. I guess one of the advantages, was also just that it was such a hook. I think that that's part of what sold us to them as a concept, was that these two brothers, and everybody had their own sort of vision of what our home life must have been like. They were sort of picturing like Ernie and Bert with the matching headboards, the twin beds next to each other. And they had this whole thing, and they used to picture like bunk beds with like matching cowboy pajamas. They had this whole narrative going, and we just run with it. But
of course.
I think it was just that the advantages were that we could, as brothers, as cruel as we got to each other at times, you could say anything to each other.
Tact was thrown to the wind occasionally.
And you don't it's like if those type of conversations were happening with like a friend, or a professional partner, you probably say things that you can't take back, but that you say to your brother, and it's like, okay, well, this is pretty hideous, but it's our family. So
thank you very much for your time.
Well, thank you for having me. Best of luck with your show. This inaugural episode. What's the show called again?
So trending in music is evidently some overall rowdy behavior, with multiple beefs going on and 76-year-old no-name Paul McCartney dropping a new album featuring the track "For You." Everyone's feeling a little angsty. Did you guys get into the Paul McCartney album?
I listened to it. I thought it was really good. I thought it was electric. It was awesome. I thought the coverage of it, of how him, the elevator thing with Paul McCartney. Or no, I'm sorry, the elevator thing with Jimmy Fallon, I thought was great, and the concert in Grand Central Station. I thought that was like, if you guys saw it on YouTube, that was phenomenal. All in all, for what, 72, 74, 73? What
76. Every number you didn't say.
Yeah, exactly. That was like crazy. Like he proof that he's a Beatle, so I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, he's definitely a Beatle.
Yeah, he is indeed a Beatle. Yeah. I think in a musician's career at some point they have to stop writing, put their best material behind them. Mm-hmm. You never want to see your musical heroes become villains. I think his music over the last 10 years has been kind of mediocre.
Right.
And we do give it larger attention and praise because he is royalty, Sir Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Ram is an incredible album. That's the best thing I think he's ever done. I don't think he'll ever come close to that.
Band on the Run for me. I think that's pretty great. But he's doing better than Ringo right now because, well, Ringo
was knighted though.
Ringo
was going to be knighted.
Yeah, that's Sir Richard Branson was knighted, and
he's. Has Paul McCartney ever acted in anything?
Yes, he was in Pirates of the Caribbean. On Strangers. No, the most recent one. Yeah, he was Jack Sparrow's uncle or something like that. He was Uncle Jack or Uncle Paul.
He was in all the Beatles movies.
Yeah, in those. How do we feel overall about musicians taking a shot at acting? Do you think it's been successful for the most part?
It works out for some people if you can bring that performance quality that makes the musician successful in the first place to the screen. Like Tom Waits, his vibe works so well on camera.
I love him in Coffee and Cigarettes and Seven Psychopaths. I'm excited to see how Lady Gaga does in A Star Is Born. Have you seen the trailer for that, Monzo?
I saw a trailer. Don't know much about it. I know it's like the third reboot of they made like 3 other movies before.
I know that.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm excited to see Bradley Cooper in his directorial debut and everything with that. Should be cool. I like that it's getting memed out already with that one scene when she's walking away. Hey, what? I just want to get another look at you.
It looks like a wholesome time at the movies.
Exactly.
Wholesome, yeah. It's like it's a whole cup of whole milk, a lot of white, a lot of just very. It'll be good for like the parents, the grandparents out there, but I'm not too excited.
I'm sure they'll push it for award seasons.
Absolutely.
Talking about awards too, our guy John Legend became the 12th person ever at EGOT.
He became a legend.
He became a legend. It was, what did he win?
That was pretty
What was
good.
the Emmy won for?
The Emmy was won for a live production of Jesus Christ Superstar.
Right. Which is pretty good.
With
John Legend.
Bernstein?
No.
Who was it?
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Andrew Lloyd
Right.
Webber. Andrew Lloyd Webber.
It was pretty good. Good for him.
Yeah, I
It's
think
an
he's always
incredible
been
feat to
great
make.
on camera. He's a classy performer. His voice is wonderful. I love the guy.
Yeah.
I really do.
Is anyone particularly invested in any of the beefs going on right now? I feel like Eminem and MGK could have mattered any less to me. We were talking before the show. It seems like it's completely fabricated for views and just to get more attention on two people who are grasping for relevancy.
Well, they share a producer. His name is Ronnie J, I think is the credit that went on. He co-wrote one of the songs with Eminem and then produced a song for Machine Gun Kelly. So it's just to boost their ratings.
Yeah. I'm much more interested in Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. It's just a lot of fun. Throwing shoes, throwing words.
Yeah, so.
Yes.
You
heard it here first.
Yeah, exactly. They're the same person.
I disagree, but anyway, going off of that.
I don't know. I know they're from like 2 very different like kind of upbringings and everything, but just like all the extra noise in their music. And I hate to say noise because I sound like I'm 70 years old.
It's all right.
But like I just say.
We got your cane backstage, Tony.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
All right, awesome. Anyway, because we have another segment featuring one of tonight's panelists, John Monzo, and another edition of Monzo Foodie Hands. We'll be right back after that clip.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to season 2 of Monzo Foodie Hands. Today we're going to be starting with the best meal of the day, breakfast, even though we're eating it at 2 o'clock. No one has to know that. Today we got 2 kinds of oatmeal with us. We got bananas and maple and apples and cinnamon. Let's see which one wins the contest of best oatmeal of the morning, afternoon. All right, so I just got my oatmeal. It is from Quaker Oats, good brand. It is bananas and maple. I just put my almond milk in there. I like putting milk in my oatmeal. It's not weird. Guys, stop shaking your head. So I'm just gonna take a bite and see what it's like. Pretty good. You know, people say they don't like oatmeal, especially instant, but to me, quick, easy way to start your day. Great breakfast. Great breakfast. Yeah, so bananas and maple. It's literally what it sounds like. It's got bananas in the oats and it's got a maple flavor. Delicious. All right, let's start apples and cinnamon. When we first started Monzo Foodie Hands, I was extremely excited to try one of my favorite breakfast meals. That was oatmeal. I mean, I choose oatmeal over like a bacon, egg, and cheese every single time. It's quick, it's easy, it's delicious. Now, I would also like to say I just retract my statement for the bananas and maple just because apples and cinnamon's where it's really at. That's where it's really at, guys. So, I got my apples and cinnamon oatmeal, and I put some delicious almond milk in there. So let's try it out. Very good, very good. Apples and cinnamon just goes really well with oats, and I think we hit the nail on the head right here. Yeah, if I were to recommend you any kinds of oatmeal, I would definitely say this is like probably within the top 3, maybe even the top 2, possibly the top number 1. You know. One thing you also have to be very careful of: this stuff's really hot. It gets really warm. You gotta cool it down. That's why I use milk. It cools down the oatmeal. So yeah, I mean that's my review of oatmeal. Yeah. Okay, so that's it for this Monzo Foodie Hands. But next week we got a great surprise for you all. We're going to be going to Palace Diner and getting takeout from there. I know everyone loves it. Everyone loves Palace Diner here. So that's next week. And I think I've got a pretty good new idea.
Thank you, past me. I actually don't like you that much, but thank you for that wonderful spat on
I
food.
think we all like all versions of you, John.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
On that wholesome note, now in the broader world of pop culture, we have a lot to cover. And to start off, we have to beg the question, do you bros jewel?
We do not. No, we do not.
No.
I haven't fancied myself for a jewel. Well, okay, I've smacked the jewel. I've hit her a couple times.
Only tools jewel, John.
I'm aware. I'd be lying if I haven't done it from time to time. But I'm not walking around with my pods in my pocket and
Smoke while you still can. The FDA, they're like cracking down on it apparently. So.
And I think it's a good thing.
It is, yeah. It's apparently like a teen epidemic that like when you have 13-year-olds who are like vaping in the bathroom in the middle schools, like that's kind of screwed up. And so like if you got a hardcore nicotine addiction by age 14, that's not good.
Because it's backwards from the concept of an e-cigarette. It's not getting you off of nicotine, it's getting you on it. And once they get rid of Juuls, everyone's just going to start smoking again.
At an early age. It looks like a USB drive, too. Teachers can't even see it.
I think it's because of that slick design that it is so popular.
What else is in pop culture? Please tell me. Anything else new? Just to shake it up.
Just to shake it up. We got, what else we got going on?
Yeah. You know, I heard something about Nicki Minaj, stuff like that, and Nike. Oh yeah, the Nike campaign with Colin.
Nike, with Colin.
Oh my gosh, you guys see that? I felt like I could fly after I watched that advertisement. That was
really
awesome.
well inspired
It was awesome. It was like a viral video. It was like watching like Casey Neistat on steroids. Like you felt so good.
Casey Neistat on steroids.
Yes, you just felt so good about yourself after you watched it. And then once you got to the very end, like I just pity you if you're like hardcore conservative and watch that and you're like, oh wait,
It was good to see Nike back him up on it.
Oh, absolutely.
If you're gonna protest, do it then.
I mean, there's a precedent for nonviolent protest in this country. It's a right that we all share. So, yeah, I have no problems with it at all.
I just saw that. I noticed before that advertisement came out, like people were worried about like Nike like failing because they had Colin Kaepernick on their as their new spokesperson.
Exactly.
And I mean, just proved them wrong.
I mean, and he was essentially blackballed out of the league. Maybe this could give him a little bit more attention. I think seeing people burn their Nike-related products is ridiculous to see.
It's a sunk cost at that point. I don't know what you're doing by burning the merchandise.
I've never understood burning jerseys, burning anything. It blows my mind to see people doing that. I think to get more companies backing up rights like this would be a really exciting thing to see.
Oh yeah, and from a marketing perspective, I mean, it's brilliant. If you get people arguing and talking, that's your brand constantly pushed to the forefront.
Getting the word out there.
It's from a marketing perspective, it's brilliant. Being divisive is the way to go.
But
absolutely,
they didn't see the meme coming that like for like a solid week it was just like a Nike ad meme.
You know, maybe they did though, because no press is bad press. So if you become a meme as a brand, that's very good for your brand.
And I didn't think any of them were of extremely high quality. The only thing that we got out of it was seeing the swoosh over and over again.
On a black and white picture with white text.
Yeah, it was the same deal.
It's all good.
More free advertising for Nike?
Yeah.
I think so. I love it. I ship it.
Anything else in pop culture we want to talk about? Chit chat? Anything? You guys feeling? No? Yeah? Oh yeah, celebrities are getting married. They're getting married like Irish jackrabbits. Like seriously.
Like Irish jackrabbits.
Are there jackrabbits in Ireland?
I don't know, but
I believe they're indigenous.
I'm fine with it.
They went out with all the snakes.
Pete Townsend and Ariana Grande can get married early if they want to.
Do you just say Pete Townsend?
That's not Pete.
Pete Townsend and Ariana
He's
Grande.
the Who member.
The Who? Yeah, but
I'm
no,
just terrified.
Yeah. Pete Davidson, Ariana Grande.
Davidson.
Any other couples that we know that we want?
Dude, Justin Bieber just found someone.
Again,
I heard about that.
He's just like that's.
It's fodder to feed the tabloids. It's always.
I like
happened in
the
Hollywood.
long do he's got going on. Good for him.
Yeah. He's yeah. When did he become big? Like what? How old was he? Like was he like 16?
15, 16.
15, 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty early on.
God, I'm 20 and I'm here.
You're more relevant to me
20
than
and you're
just
here. It's such a good achievement.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, but yeah, a lot of.
Anyway, someone else who's tackling pop culture and did it in a much more efficient, and she remembered everything she needed to talk about, was Nora Prost. She killed it, and last week we sent her out on the canvas screen to put the pop culture smarts to the test for our student body in one of our new segments we're excited to premiere tonight. Let's see the results.
Hey everyone, what's up? I'm Nora Prost and welcome to What's Happening with Nora Prost, where you find out what's happening. I know, shocking stuff. Today we're going to be going around and kind of talking to people and giving these vague descriptions of different pop culture events, and I want to see if they can catch on. Okay, are you guys good with pop culture, you think?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Well, we'll play. A disturbed child repeatedly attempts to murder 2 homeless men.
Home Alone.
We're on it. A divorced American married a redhead.
A celebrity?
Divorced American married a redhead.
Big wedding, huge deal.
Oh, that's the royal wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you're on it now. We're on a roll. So an emo chick has to decide whether to fall in love with a dead person or a dog.
Twilight, right?
Twilight, we got Twilight fans. Are you team Jacob or team Edward?
I'm team I don't give a crap.
This dead girl went on tour.
What? Taylor Swift.
Ooh! This dead girl went on tour.
On tour? And she's dead now.
A dead girl went on tour.
How do you go on tour? Like the Ashes?
What? There's so many of them. This group spends 9 hours returning jewelry.
Couldn't even tell you.
Think of what was like the longest movies of my life, and I wanted to fall asleep the whole time, but it was this one thing they all wanted, and they're trying to return it.
Harry Potter? I don't know.
Not Harry Potter. Was there jewelry in Harry Potter? Oh. Leonardo DiCaprio wanders a frozen wasteland in search of an Oscar.
The Revenant? I actually didn't see that one.
He's killing it. He's literally killing it. A noseless guy has an obsession with a teenage boy.
Harry Potter. Voldemort. I already knew it.
Voldemort has his own movie. It's awesome.
Yeah.
A disturbed kid. What's up? A disturbed kid tries to kill 2 homeless men. Okay, get off me. These group of women stole something from the Met Gala.
Rihanna was in it, right?
Oh, you know it. Come on, figure it out.
I don't know that name, bro.
Come on, think of it.
There was one with like all men. This is the first one with all women.
Let me see this group of young gentlemen. Hey guys.
We're phoning a friend.
We need a lifeline here. Ask them the question.
What group of women stole something from the Met Gala? It's a movie. Hell yeah.
What's it called? Ocean's 8?
Yeah.
Ocean's 8. This is a group effort
Ocean's
here.
8. That was a group effort. That's my lifeline.
This man destroys a local a town to show how corrupt the capitalist society is.
Oh, Sylvester Stallone. What's his name?
Nope. I'll cut you over there.
No.
It's a jolly film.
Jolly film. Repeat the question. Yeah. Like the Santa Claus? Like with Tim Allen?
No, that's a happy one. It was the Grinch. Grinch. He hates them, right?
It's tougher than I thought. I give up. I'm gone.
Okay, it was Forrest Gump. He left. That's fine. Excuse me? Do you have a minute to be in a video for my class? Okay, no problem. I get that. These kids come out of a closet.
Isn't that like Narnia or something?
Yeah. It's a good one too. They go in the closet, right, with the monsters. A lot of closets, a lot of kids. Okay. A father reunites with his lost son and wants him to take over the family business.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Nope.
Nope.
Tommy Boy. No, I got nothing. I'm just thinking of businesses.
Don't think of businesses. Think of sons.
Sons.
Families.
Oh, Star Wars.
Yes. Perfect. You had that. All right, everyone. That was what's happening at Marist College. What is happening? Not a lot. People didn't really know a lot. Surprised about the royal wedding. I woke up the crack of dawn to watch that. I was so invested. I thought that'd be so easy, but no one cares about Harry or Meghan, so that's good. I'm gonna go eat. I'm sweating. These are the sacrifices I make for this show. You're welcome. But basically, that was it, and I'll see you next time.
That's all the time we have tonight to talk all things trending. Big thanks to Raphael, John Monzo, and Tony. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with a brand new Blazer report. Stay tuned, everybody.
You're very lucky.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Yeah, not really. My nose has not made me lucky.
Look, talent comes everywhere, but having something to say and a way to say it so people listen to it, that's a whole other bag. And unless you get out there and you try to do it, you'll never know. That's just the truth. If there's one reason we're supposed to be here is to say something so people want to hear it. So you gotta grab it And you don't apologize. You don't worry about why they're listening or how long they're going to be listening for. You just tell them what you want to say. Don't you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Yeah, I do. I don't like it, but I understand it.
Oh, I think you like it a little bit.
Live from Studio A, it's the Blazer Report. With Eliza Grata and Juliana Zatarain.
Hi, and welcome to the Blazer Report. I'm Juliana Zatarain.
And I'm Eliza Grata.
And in news, a list of Britain's ugliest buildings has been released for the annual Carbuncle Cup. The competition is designed to be a lighthearted event that draws attention to bad architecture within the UK. Currently, the list has 6 possible contenders that will win the cup. I think we have a picture of the winner. So ugly we even won a competition in another country.
The Disney movie Christopher Robin, a live-action CGI family film starring all the friends from the 100-Acre Woods, has been denied release in China. It is rumored that the reason for banning this lovable movie is because of the numerous comparisons made between Chinese leader Xi Jinping and Winnie the Pooh himself. Chinese authorities even blocked HBO after John Oliver ridiculed Xi's sensitivity to his lookalike on Last Week Tonight. Personally, I don't see it. The cute little nose, happy smile, and round belly, and then Winnie the Pooh? Oh, bother.
In a video message posted to Twitter Tuesday night, President Trump thanked disaster relief workers, calling Florence a tough hurricane and one of the wettest. Here's the full quote. I just want to thank all the incredible men and women who have done such a great job in helping with Florence. This is a tough hurricane, one of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water. See, the funny thing is, this looks like it was a planned video that they took the time to film. So like, why didn't someone, I don't know, write words an actual person would say, or like do more than one take because we know that water's wet? Oh, Donald, you are one of the dumbest we've ever seen from the standpoint of dumb.
And speaking of Trump, he was mocked on Twitter after photos revealed that he colored the U.S. flag incorrectly while visiting a children's hospital in Ohio. Trump colored one of the stripes of the flag blue. But hey, colors can be hard. Trump is orange, and that doesn't make any sense either. Seriously though, even Melania got it right, and she spent over half her life in a different country.
A woman in the UK pranked her husband over a £250,000 lottery win last month, and then the couple actually won £1 million for real. Cute. So when these people get pranked, they win $1 million, but when I get pranked, Eliza throws an egg full of water in my face and then accidentally punches me in the forehead while wearing a ring. So like, life's not fair, friends.
A woman claims that she was tricked into marrying a stranger at a mock wedding in China. The 21-year-old woman was asked to play the bride in this mock wedding as a part of her training to become a wedding planner. She and the groom signed a real marriage document, but she was told it would be voided after the wedding. Has Violet Baudelaire taught you nothing? Always sign your mock wedding document with your left hand. An unfortunate event.
The Emmy for Outstanding Directing for Variety Special went to Glenn Weiss during the awards show on Monday night. However, he did not keep the attention on himself for long before he began regarding his girlfriend as his sunshine. Weiss then went on to say, "You wonder why I don't like calling you my girlfriend. It's because I want to call you my wife." His girlfriend then joined him on stage for the proposal where she said yes. Well, of course she said yes. She was on friggin' TV and the Emmys. If Jeffrey Dahmer asked me for my hand in marriage in front of millions of people, including celebrities, I would be like, wait, didn't you eat people and also die? And then I'd be like, yes.
A man in Virginia put an electric fence up near a school bus stop to stop kids and keep them off his property. The man was fed up with the students coming onto his property and decided an electric fence would send a message after his no trespassing signs failed. The man stated that nothing stops people. Whoa, calm down there, edgelord. So yeah, a kid littered a granola bar wrapper on your lawn because they're overtired and busy with soccer tryouts. Actually, littering is not okay ever, and he should be electrocuted.
As students are returning to or beginning university, they have taken new courses as a part of the Title IX training. However, in a leaked draft of new regulations for religious schools, the U.S. Department of Education supposedly wants to make it easier for religious schools to reject Title IX. Good thing religious organizations are impervious to inappropriate physical behavior.
A bear has been freed after getting its head stuck in a can. Firefighters were called to the scene in Minnesota after a male black bear's head was stuck inside a 10-gallon milk can. Firefighters ended up using the jaws of life to pry the can off the bear's head. Said the bear,
Rice University in Houston, Texas is promising to increase availability and offerings regarding financial aid, promising full rides and major scholarships for households that make less than $113,000 a year. The university is able to offer such intense aid because of their large annual endowment. Well, peace, I'm out. I've always been a Rice anyway. And for the Blazer Report, I'm Juliana Zatarain.
And I'm Eliza Grata. Have a good night, everyone.
Hey, yo, what's up, MCTV? My name is Tony Cabral, and I'm with Cribs. I'm up here in Upper West at the V4 Townhouse. Now let's go see if some of the finest students on Marist College campus are home. It's Tony! Listen, guys, it's Tony, all right? I'm with MCTV. We're doing Cribs. This is the first episode. It needs to be funny. You said that we could use your house. Please let us in. Please, please, please.
Tony! Tony, hey! Tony!
Hello! Oh my God! Hello! How are you guys doing?
You're fine.
Thank you so much. Thanks. Yeah.
I'm inviting you, but all right. I'm Nicole. I'm Jeanette. Welcome to our crib. This is our living room, which is very neat at the moment because you're just living in it. Living in it, neat gals. This is our shopping cart.
Very nice. Where'd you guys shop a cart like this?
Rite Aid, hashtag not sponsored, but it should be. Sorry, Rite Aid, we steal your gun. Bathroom, bathroom. And you know, kitchen. This is where the magic happens. This is our kitchen. This is where we cook. We're both Italian, so we cook a lot. We cook our prosciutto, we cook our chicken parmesan, we have our mozzarella. Every Sunday we have Sunday dinners with bread, and we have the two different types of pasta. We have bucatini with...
Keep going,
Oh shit, okay. We got the bucatini with prosciutto with our provolone cheese, and it's so good, and we make that every week. And yeah, we cook here a lot.
You see, they're so smart and resourceful that they use pure dry erase. They used real marker on their refrigerators, folks. You heard it here first. This is one of the largest houses on campus, over 300 square footage of pure dank.
Now let's go upstairs and check out the bedroom. Hey, Nicole. Oh, hey.
This is one of the finest houses on campus.
Oh, this is our room, and this is my side. This is my bed. I have pictures of my family, my friends, and of course my dog, my favorite family member. And then I have my picture of one of my favorite people, Kurt Cobain, because he's just so cool and I'm obsessed with him. And yeah, this is my bed.
Side of the bed, I have some lovely pictures here, some lights, a beautiful quote, always believe in yourself, and as you can tell, I really like marble, and we love a nice air freshener in here, keep it smelling nice and good in here, and that's about it.
You have no idea some of the stuff you will find in this room. I tell you. What the hell's that? What is that? What is this?
I don't want to talk about it.
It's some contraband. You got some freaking nerve. You seem like best of pals, but there's nothing like between you guys. Nothing.
No, we're best friends.
Sure? Nothing at all? No?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
This is our second floor bathroom. This is where all the magic happens.
What are you still doing here? Alright guys, that was the crib. I would rate it 3 out of 5 chocolate milks. Between the dank ass kitchen and this awesome swanky family room, I had a great time. So much for having me over. Bye. Oh my god. Bye. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you. See you next episode, folks. Bye.
Bye, Tony.
Bye, guys.
Oh my god, I hate that guy.
I hate him, thank God he's gone.
Welcome back from the break. Joining me as tonight's guest is the hilarious Marist sketch comedy improv team, the Humarists. They've been a club on campus for years and have over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Here's a quick clip to give you a vibe of what they're like.
It's just Clementine. What the I've been sick for weeks.
And here they are. Let's have everyone on stage. Come on, guys. Welcome back to Humarists. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Here we are, guys. Welcome. This is intimidating. Thank you. Amongst other records we've broken tonight, I think this is the max capacity that we will ever have for guests, but thank you all so much for joining me. How's everyone doing tonight?
Good, man.
Pretty
chill. Pretty neat.
Awesome. Everyone glad to be back on campus?
Yeah, on, off campus. It's good. Around the area.
Chemistry's still there for the team?
Oh, of course.
That's good. Everyone still like each other?
We have a lot of chemistry. Yeah.
Oh, I can see it.
Yeah.
A lot of tension. A lot of stuff I'm ready to get into with you guys tonight. So I'm a huge fan of improv. I've always loved comedy. From your guys' perspective, what kind of first got you into comedy? Kind of a broad question, but do you have an early memory?
Well, I'd say as a group, we kind of like look up to like the UCB, which is like the United Citizens Brigade, which is like just like a professional comedy like group kind of thing. They do a lot of like long form improv, which is what we like to do.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, dudes who we all grew up with, kind of like Will Ferrell for me was a big guy.
Yeah, for our generation for sure.
He was a funny man.
I go for like probably the Rogan stuff. Like Superbad was like for me like the most rewatchable movie. I always go back to that stuff. It's awesome. Yeah. So can you guys walk us through some of your exercises or how you prepare for your shows, or what do you guys just kind of do during practice to get everyone in the mood?
Well, it's really a lot of quick thinking, you know. Yeah. So we like to run a couple math problems.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Every now and then, if you'd like to.
You want to
give it a go? All right, yeah. Let's try it. Let's try it.
So
you guys
3
ready?
plus 6.
9.
8 plus 4.
12.
12 divided by 3.
4.
Square root of 9.
3.
Square root of 7.
There isn't one.
6 divided by 1.
6.
All right, yeah.
All right, I'm ready for improv. Let's do it.
That's pretty good.
Awesome. All right. That was like one of the most traumatic moments of my life. Growing up, the most anxiety-ridden I ever was during a math test. So we're doing it all. Public speaking, being quizzed on math, just getting it all out of the way. I love it. So do you guys have a favorite onstage memory or anything that sticks out of your time with the troupe?
The last show we had was a whole lot of fun. That was personally my favorite show.
Yeah, mine too.
My first show.
That's cool.
Yeah, his first
Did
show.
you have any like first show jitters or anything that you just kind of had to get out of the way?
I really did, yeah. It was terrifying going on stage the first time, seeing the crowd there, but after the first game, like improv-wise, it was fine.
Did these guys show you kind of did they impart any wisdom on you to kind of get that first pre-show jitter out of the way, or?
No, we just had like our old traditions before.
You do it.
You just do it.
You just do it.
Would you guys have any
That's it.
advice for people who are kind of maybe a little apprehensive to getting into improv or a little nervous for something similar to that?
Don't think about it.
Yeah, don't think twice. I'd say just do it.
Just think once and say what comes to your mind.
That's
Can't
awesome.
Be wrong.
It's like Nike. Just do it.
Do you guys have a go-to like situation you like to go with when you're on stage, or?
It's really all just like made up, like all on the
That's
spot.
awesome. All
made
so
up on the spot.
we like to keep it just like that. But we all have our like characters and stuff that we
Right.
get into.
What about you? What's
Yeah.
your like go-to character you like to?
I usually play the straight man.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
like a quiet guy, like
Right.
by nature. So I usually let my partner kind of go with the scene and kind of set up what's going on, and I kind of just go along with it and try to support it with like a character who's a little more subdued, you know.
That's awesome. That's a good dynamic. Are there any other like pairs within your guys' troupe that have particularly great dynamics, or anyone that doesn't really work well together?
Valran's been a big fan of being a very dramatic Hispanic woman.
Okay.
Hey, yo,
I like
papi!
it. Can we see some of that?
Thank you, Cole.
Maybe in the later in the show we'll bring it out.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we'll
if
see.
you're lucky.
We'll
if you're
see.
lucky.
That's awesome. That's good to hear. So what's going on this semester with the Humorists? What are you guys looking to do more of? More online short sketches, or anything you're trying to improve upon going forward?
Well, we're trying to have a show in the middle of the semester to kind of promote what we're doing, just
Right.
kind of like do more improv for like the people, because it's
fun.
fun.
It's
So
all
yeah,
about- yeah.
it's a good time.
Because we only get to have like one big show per semester at the end
Right.
of the semester, so we're trying to like add another one. Just to,
Spread it
get
out a
the
little bit
people
more.
Excited.
Have you guys ever taken the Humorists off campus and tried to do any shows in the city or anything like that?
We do, yeah.
Yeah, we get invited to go to the Del Close Marathon, which is run by UCB.
Oh, it's awesome.
And it's like a big improv festival in the city, and you submit like a video of us like just doing a scene, and then you got to get like voted in or whatever. So we get invited every year. But they actually just moved to California.
Oh wow.
Or like Las
That'd be a
Vegas
trip.
or
You can
something.
make it work.
That would be
We're
cool.
thinking about it.
I don't know if I would survive in a car ride.
You
with
can
all
do a
these
car
dudes.
drive cross country.
Yeah, so we could like rent a bus or something.
I'll sit in the trunk.
That's awesome.
I do
Pete's
that.
go-to
That's my
spot.
go-to. The
Have you
trunk.
guys ever like run into the problem with people finding out that you're in improv and they're like on the street like, all right, do something funny?
Yes.
Yeah.
All the
Yes.
time,
Really?
man.
Yeah.
Literally the other day in my class, I had to do a presentation, and my teacher just comes up to me and she's like, "You want to do some improv?" And I was like, "Not really. No,
Yeah.
I'm not in the mood to do
Improv. A lot of improv is like going off of other people and
Right.
like getting a call word and like setting it up and it it's hard to do that just by yourself, and if someone just like walks up to you or like your teacher says in
Yeah.
class just to like do something funny, it doesn't just naturally happen.
Right, yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard to be quick on your feet in
Yeah.
places outside of that atmosphere.
I have a good joke for you.
I'm ready
If
for
you
it.
want one. All right, so it's a knock-knock joke, but you have to start it.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Here we go.
All right,
Knock, knock.
come in.
Who's there?
No,
Just come in.
Just come in.
Okay. Just come in. I like it.
Good job. Good.
Does anyone else have like a go-to joke?
No.
No.
That's it.
That's to put you on the spot. Like I just went back on my life.
No.
Yeah. Oh.
It's your own day in
Everything's
life.
made up.
Yeah, I got one about the Dalai Lama.
Let's hear it.
So Dalai Lama walks into a pizza shop, right? And he goes up to the counter, and he goes up and he says, "Can I get one with everything?"
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
That's
The
good.
guy was like, "No, we don't.
That's awesome.
We only got cheese."
Have any of you ever? Yeah.
I have a fat joke. It's a
Lay it on.
Not a fat joke.
Smother me with a fat joke.
No, it's this is a hit with my grandparents. Okay. So a guy walks into the store and he says, "Can I get a microwave?" And the guy at the desk goes,
I like that one. Dad jokes are the way to go.
It's like a little wave.
Just a little microwave. All right, so
That's a grandma joke
I think
for
we're
sure.
thank you guys so much for coming on tonight. Maybe we can all microwave off to the camera. Send us off tonight.
Our show is in December.
Red rum. Red
So
rum.
thank you for joining us tonight, everyone. I can't thank you all enough for coming on. Now let's throw it to Teresa with the lovely Sirens in Fusco. Teresa.
Thanks, John. I'm here in Fusco with the lovely Sirens. They are our all-female a cappella group here at Marist. You heard them from For the Longest Time in our cold open, and here they are again. Take it away, ladies.
Congratulations, you played me, made me a perfect fool. I thought that you would be a lot more mature, it's not true. Oh, this is funny for you right now, but just wait a bit. One day I promise you'll see it won't be me suffering. You let me burn, you let me bleed, you let me hurt to death. You wouldn't care if in front of you I took my last breath. One day your heart and your soul will be boiling with regret from your manipulative ways and your infantile threats. But no, you never thought I'd let you go. Oh no, you thought that I would always need you. Well, it's hard, you're the one that's gasping for air. I don't need you there. Knock, 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 knock on my door. You can knock some more, I'll keep knocking right along with you to the sound that our heartbeats used to do. And you'll snap yours, then we'll stomp the floor, sing along to our melody. Even if we're a tiny little bit off key, I am sorry it had to be this way, but I'll enjoy it when you walk away. Made up excuses that no human ever really should. One day your heart and your soul will be boiling with rage. 'Cause I'll be rolling up on top and you'll look up at me. But no, you never thought I'd let you go. Oh no, you thought that I would always need you. Well, it's hard, you're the one that's gasping for air. Knock, knock, knock on my door. You can knock some more, I'll keep knocking right along with you to the sound that our heartbeats used to do. And you'll snap yours, then we'll stomp the floor, sing along to our melody. Even if we're a tiny little bit off key, I am sorry it had to be this way, but I'll enjoy it when you walk away. And you keep knocking at my door, and I don't even know what for. I've said it a million times that I've already left you behind. Along with you to the sound that our heartbeats used to do. And you'll snap yours, then we'll stomp the floor, sing along to our melody. Even if we're a tiny little bit off key, I'm not sorry it had to be this way.
Thank you, ladies, for being on our show. I really had a lot of fun. You can catch the Sirens on their social media. What's your social media?
At the Lovely Sirens.
At the Lovely Sirens. And then take it back to John.
Thanks, Teresa. That's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you so much to our panel, our guests, the Humarists, and for the Sirens for their performance of Knock on My Door and a Billy Joel arrangement. You can see our show on Marist Movies and our YouTube page, MCTV HD. And don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter for Studio A. I'm John Osborne, and you guys all were?
The Humarists.
Hey! Have a good night, everyone.